Before we begin, I want to say thank you for clicking on this video. I know it's not like my usual content. To give some background info, today we are playing a very special game called the Painscreek Killings. It's an entirely non-linear and open-world mystery game made to simulate a real-life cold case. I had found this through a video essay series by Vote for Holt, which I highly recommend, by the way. So I gifted the game to Ellie to see how she investigates this small ghost town. I want to make a point, however, that this is a very special game that can only be solved one time, so I implore you to pick it up for yourself first. But if you insist on joining us in our investigation, I highly encourage writing your own observations and theories as you watch. Since everyone's playthrough will look insanely different from each other's, that means people will interpret evidence differently, and I personally like to see it. This game can be broken up into 3 acts, so naturally this playthrough will be as well. Now, without further ado, let us begin our investigation in Act 1 of the Painscreek Killings. You have a notes app on your phone, right?
You know what? I'm gonna grab an actual note.
Janet.
Wait, no you're not.
So the chief has entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans. Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved?
Yeah?
The one at Painscreek where the ex-mayor's wife was killed?
No, I lied.
Well, the property's being auctioned off soon, so we don't have much time to dig up anything that's relevant to the case. So, see what you can find. Hopefully it'll be something worth publishing. Anyway, take care. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
I love being a nosy journalist.
Yup. I don't know if we have any sort of, like, permit to investigate this city, but...
I don't even know if I have, like, a personal connection yet. I'm just doing this for fun.
So I'll take this time to say, for the video, I watched a video on this game, and so I know the mystery, but Ellie knows nothing. And so I'm just here to observe how Ellie solves a mystery, and I can point in the right direction when needed.
It is a bad start that I don't know where my pencils are.
Who killed Vivian Roberts? August 3rd, 1999. In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of a former mayor, was murdered and dragged to the front of her own home. The case was never solved and the killer never found. It was rumored that a private investigator was in Painscreek sometime later, but there's nothing more on that. Last week we received news that large swaths of Painscreek County will be auctioned off soon. We would like to revisit this story and attempt to find out the following. And I would write down these when you get your pen, your goals here. Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was the motive? And what was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings in a front page photograph for your story to be published. Richard Harris, Editor-in-Chief.
Okay,
I'll be fine.
so Richard Harris, number 1 suspect right now.
The husband, I think?
No, that's the editor.
Oh, the Editor-in-Chief, right.
Alright.
He will, that is, don't leave. I don't know.
Population 0.
Yeah, this is a complete ghost town. You should have a camera.
Alright. Let's see. Oh, it would be C, wouldn't it?
You take a
Alright.
picture of the, oh, yeah, take a look at that.
Alright. Sheriff's Office. 1 Black Pine Road. Painscreek County. It was an average,
Day.
average summerish day. Doesn't look like it's fall, so I'm gonna say that it isn't. I went into the sheriff's cabin at the front of the town. It loads in a picture of the room, I'm pretty sure. First, which is pretty neat. They have 2 light switches right next to each other that do the exact same thing.
Dude, this is where
Trash
Bonnie
bags.
is.
Bonnie hides in here. Did Bonnie commit the murder?
Writing
Write that
down Bonnie as Bonnie the Bunny Bun as a suspect. Ow.
It's locked.
Damn.
A
Oh.
flashlight. Oh. How useful.
Alright. Oh, can you take a picture of this? Yes, you can. That's good. Oh, we took it.
I'm an idiot. Alright.
I didn't know you were gonna take it.
You know, I probably should have expected, like, who's gonna miss it? Story of Tonti. That's a stupid ass name.
That's really mean.
That's probably referenced something that would be mentioned in a video essay. Of course, I am not a video essayist. I'm a journalist. I didn't have to read shit. NL County Sheriff's Department. RE, work relocation. Dear Sheriff James Howard, due to decreasing population of Painscreek County over the recent years, we have decided to delegate manpower elsewhere. This letter is to inform you that you have been reassigned to Grand County starting May 14th, 1999. Please return to our office before May 12th, 1998. Richard O'Connell, a different Richard.
So this is 3 years? I think the background information said 1995 was when Vivian was killed.
Yeah, and it's a year before either today or the investigation was called.
Yeah. It's a year before we got here.
Yeah, I should have expected.
Hi, this is Stephen. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Ann's courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
That was wonderfully
asks-
vague.
James for package.
I think there's a newspaper on the desk.
There
Oh,
is, but
ooh,
this is
here
more
we go.
important. I'm not gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna keep this in my pocket. Vivian Roberts, successful businesswoman and wife of ex-mayor, found dead in front of her home. Third death.
Third
District,
death.
Painscreek.
In less than a year.
Third death
3 in less than a year?
in year. Vivian Roberts found dead in front of her apartment, 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek, but no. Mary Martinez, a maid currently working at the mansion, was retrieving the morning newspaper when she saw Vivian's body. Called 911. Painscreek Sheriff James Howard arrived shortly. The victim was pronounced dead. The time of death was estimated to be between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning. That's going to be important, I feel. The body is the coroner's office, waiting for autopsy. The people of Painscreek have started grieving for her. Candles and flowers have been placed in front of the gates. Vivian was indeed a person whom many respected and adored. Her success in business, her loyalty to her family are unsurpassed, and she will be missed. Continued, page 6. Where the fuck is page 6?
Oh,
Ooh,
missing guy.
Taylor. Hold on, wait,
Joshua
what the fuck's
S. Taylor.
Vivian Roberts, different person. Hold on. Inventory. Not you. But I can use you to get to journal. Howard. Taylor? I don't know a Taylor.
One does look
fuck
like
are
it
you?
does document some things in your inventory that you can just look back on later.
Yeah. It
That's
probably is.
I should say
This one isn't saved.
I have that means this kid doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, probably.
Who gave a shit.com, bro?
Scott Brooks, Painscreek Trinity Church pastor's son, suspected for killing. Alright, well, fuck, might as well write him down as a suspect.
Well, apparently the work's been done for me.
Someone already did this.
It looks like the scoop is mine for the taking.
Witness reported seeing suspect fleeing from murder scene last night. The police apprehended Scott Brooks yesterday afternoon. He was residing at the Roberts hunting cabin by the trailhead, according to the witness, who is at this time has wished to remain anonymous. Well, that's weird, because we don't have an anonymous person who found the body. He was coming home late on July 19th at around 11:50 p.m. when he saw Scott walking very quickly away from the Roberts mansion.
Yeah, so this...
Although Scott looked upset, the witness did not think it unusual until a few days later. Feeling uneasy about the whole situation, called the police. Scott's cabin, in question about where his whereabouts, Vivian died, said he did not meet her that night, but he did meet her that night, but had nothing to do with her death. Interesting.
He does get home 50 minutes after the guesstimate.
The original...
Yeah, the guesstimate
like
of 11 to 1 a.m.
He does. Okay. This room is...
Bathroom.
Alright, well... Huh.
This is going on the front page.
Whoa! I shoot off like a rocket.
Sprinting. Wait, this could be a really good thumbnail, actually. Oh, okay. That's crazy. I was thinking just the front on of the thing, but you got the buildings in the background.
Yeah,
Your ass professional. That shit's kind of awesome, actually.
It was hard.
Damn, we kind of ugly.
That's kind of mean.
It's okay to be ugly, though.
Oh.
Oh, wait, a journal. Yummy. July 30th, 1995. Vivian Roberts' funeral was held this afternoon. Bernard, the butler, Dorothy, the head servant, Derek, and the family chauffeur, his mom, Wanda, who was fighting cancer, attended. Vivian's husband, Charles, came with her daughter, Trisha.
Charles is mayor.
Charles did not utter a word. He was very quiet. Most of the town came and paid their respects at the funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Trisha started to weep loudly. Dorothy brought her elsewhere, and the crying died down. I noticed that Dorothy looked tired. It must have been tough to take care of Trisha. She's been having multiple breakdowns. I can't blame her. With the loss of her mother and her boyfriend being accused as the killer, it must have taken a toll on her. I feel sorry for the whole family.
Hold on. You know who I don't see attending here?
The missing boy.
Mary Martinez, the maid.
I thought it said the maid. Or I think Mary Martinez might be the head servant.
Well, no, it didn't say her name.
Well, did it say, like, the head servant?
It said Bernard the butler.
Oh, no, it's Dorothy the head servant. Got you. Yeah,
so
that's true.
Mary didn't attend.
There's another page, I think. The town of Painscreek is quickly becoming a ghost town. The population has decreased drastically over the years. Ever since the deaths occurred, it seems that more and more people are actively looking to leave this town. It's sad to see a once lively town become what it is now. Interesting to note that this is said, like, within the same year that these 3 deaths had happened.
Yeah.
So, people have been looking to leave for... This town's been declining before the murders.
That's true.
December 2nd, 1995. It's been almost 6 months since Vivian was killed. Her death still bothers me. Why was she killed? What was the killer's motives? Was she someone who had earned the love and respect of the community? Or she was someone who earned the love and respect of the community. No employee of her, nor any citizen of Painscreek reaped any benefit from her passing. It doesn't make any sense. Painscreek Community Hospital is officially closed. The remaining patients have been allocated to other hospitals that will provide suitable services for them. To be honest, it's hard to watch them leave. I wonder if the day will come when I will be reassigned somewhere else. Good news, buddy! You've been
Well,
reassigned. We know this. Oh, well, found
I
it.
can found a key. Alright, that's the town key. Vivian Roberts murder case report, August 6th, 1995. This report is an update of what happened to Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the only suspect of this murder case, was apprehended a few days after Vivian's body was found. According to our investigation, someone saw Scott at around 11:30 near the woods north of the mansion. Two hunters were looking for more wood for their bonfire when they heard shouting. They witnessed Scott and Vivian arguing, however, they were too far to hear the content of the argument. 6 months prior to Vivian's death, Scott was fired from working at the mansion. She cited Scott for tardy work and rebellious behavior. She also prohibited Scott from visiting the mansion and meeting Trisha, who by then had a close relationship with Scott. We are currently investigating the case. Scott is our main suspect. Well, my current main suspect, I'm thinking Scott, he wouldn't. He said he didn't do it. I believe the dude. Now Trisha though wasn't able to meet her boyfriend. Charles and fucking Vivian, they were in good standing, I think still. They didn't say that. It sounded like I don't think they ever said that they had gotten a divorce or anything. I think they just said he was an ex-mayor.
Well, let's get out of the tutorial zone.
Yeah, let's do that. Open up.
Open up.
Open up and close behind me. This is very pretty, by the way. This is gorgeous.
This game is nice. So I should also note that this game is almost entirely open world. There's some sections that are gate kept with certain items that you have to find first, which is kind of like the acts splitting up. But I do think like 90% of this game is entirely up to you.
Right. Okay.
So
first things first. Let's go to Anne's courtyard because the package thing.
I'm hungry. Oh, hey, it's the post office.
That's the actual logo. I thought that was like a company.
I mean, I think it's just the United States. Oh, it says it's Swiss. It says it's closed though.
I guess it's not like the Red Cross. Like you can, it's not a war crime. Moon Cafe.
Yay!
Moon Cafe, and then the inn is back here.
I'm so hungry.
Check out the cafe.
I think this is somebody's house.
This is the inn.
Shout out to that video game Shadow.
That is a very video game Shadow, bro.
So retro, so retro. Are you trying to play darts?
Yeah, we're. Oh wait, they're
I don't think you can play darts.
Yeah. Well then, why can I look at this?
What can you do? Anything, bro?
Maybe it's important to the murder that like
we have to remember.
Scott can't play darts. Scott can't play darts, so.
It wasn't Scott. He can't play darts.
Aha! Less creepy already.
Almost homey.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. There's multiple flashlights in case you missed it. Who is it?
Okay,
can you spam it?
You can't spam it.
Damn. This game sucks. Refund.
Ooh, this is important.
Yeah, I can already tell.
I don't recognize any of these names though.
Nope.
Those are phone numbers though. Those are real phone numbers, aren't they?
Stephen Moss doesn't have a day out time.
That's interesting. It's even more interesting because they wrote a question mark there. They were like, we don't know when he's gonna leave.
That's room 201. So we'll look at that. Painscreek Community Hospital closes its doors after 60 years of service. Fund
heard about
embezzlement
that.
suspected as key factor.
Oh, that's not what we heard.
Painscreek Community Hospital, one of the leaders in long-term rehabilitation for the elderly in Newland, finally closes its doors after 60 years of service. Painscreek Community Hospital first opened its doors in 1936, serving as a humble abode for treating patients and provided boarding for those in need of prolonged treatment. Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman, saw the need to revamp the hospital in the early 70s. She founded the Roberts Relief Foundation with the main purpose to support the needs of the village of Painscreek, starting with the hospital. By the early 80s, the population of the village and local areas had started to decline rapidly. Many young people who went to college did not return, and the number of seniors was quickly rising with the increased need.
Here's a key requested. 7 black.
Oh, there's an
Okay.
address. All right, we got
I
somebody's
need to write
fucking
that down.
house. We can break and enter.
Champagne Lingerbull.
Fuck yeah.
Da
Da Vinci wine. That's where I edit, bro. Ooh, keys.
Oh.
Ooh, wait. Yummers.
204,
Take them.
203,
Take 'em.
Hi,
202.
this is Oliver Gibson.
Oliver
I
Gibson.
just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Oh, is that the key we got?
Probably, I'm assuming. Okay.
Okay, so we can't go to... Okay, we have the key for those two. We don't have 201. Wait, this
Wait a
is...
minute. Thank you for your rent payment, Steven.
I think this is the... Yeah, Stephen Moss.
Steven,
This is the guy that we don't know when he left. We
are
can't
not
get in yet.
receipt by 404. You must pay additional rent because of late charge due or because you did not qualify for rent discount. The required additional amount, blah, 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 blah. Please send the additional rent amount of $85 to April 4th. $85 at once to bring your credit balance up to date and move it from the delinquent list. The amount paid within 7 days of the date of this notice.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah, this is very standard. This is a room.
I feel like the interesting shit's gonna be in that other one, but... That's...
Yeah, the
Bible!
I really like the text on this. This is kind of like almost like video gaming, like the Holy Bible.
What's that, is it this, the Faith Trilogy thing?
Yeah. It does give that vibes. It's almost kind of Russian-esque even. Like,
Yeah.
if you look at it. Awesome mirror. Mirrors
Nice
in this
mirror,
game
dumb
are
shit.
awesome.
No wonder your fucking business failed. Can't even see it.
Let's use this key. It's gonna be a bitch in one of these.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the last one, and you're gonna open it, and there's just gonna be a dead body. And it's like, there's one of the 3 murders. The Bible! That's a spot for the trash can.
They must have had a really bad day.
Wait, hold on. Why is it... Okay, imagine full roll of toilet paper. Why are there 2? Okay, imagine a full roll of toilet paper. Also, this door can't, like, physically actually close because of the toilet.
Yeah.
Imagine you have a full roll of toilet paper. Like, that's just gonna be, like, in your lap. Look at it.
Yeah, no. This is a weird bathroom.
This one's fucked up and evil. I don't want to be here.
I'm leaving the lights on for evil's sake. Let me guess what's in this drawer.
The Bible!
Alright. I think this hotel has served its purpose.
Well, for now. We still need to find
So
that other
far.
key.
Yeah. This place is kind of chill, actually. I could see, like, myself, like, spending time here.
Oh yeah, no, this whole town's super cozy. There's a car.
Man,
Just fucking
they
kidding.
must They left real quick.
Oh, there's like shit in there too.
There's like, oh, we're gonna need to break into this car.
Yeah, we have to be legal though. We can't break into it.
We are so gonna break into it.
Well, we can't break into it with a brick in the window, I mean.
Right. But if we get a hammer, maybe that'll work. you know, adventure game logic.
God damn it! Try the back door. We'll go the employee route. I know a spot.
This is not the employer route. This is the back entrance with the...
Damn!
Oh, shit. What?
House. In case you forgot.
5.
7. Found it. Police tape is a
Well?
great sign. Is it? Something happened here.
There's probably a sign here.
Yeah, it's definitely a standout.
Yeah, I didn't imagine that would work. Honestly glad it didn't kill me when I flipped it.
There's just been a gas leak in here and an exposed electrical thing. You just blow up. Ooh.
A safe?
We finally got to fucking read some or get a key. That's for later.
Dear Daniel, how have you been, my son? Been a while since I last wrote to you. I'm getting much better now. Dr. Johnson has assured me that I'm recovering well. I'm working full-time at the mansion. Hallucinations are gone. There are just 2 more checkups to do, and I'll be done with rehab. How's Mom doing? Is she still working at that restaurant? Hope she spends enough time with you. I don't blame her for leaving, and I wish I could be there for you. I am sorry things turned out this way. Please forgive me. I've been saving my money, and I plan to...
So,
Okay.
Looks like a fire happened.
It looks like a fire happened. Looks
This is
like...
where the fucking blob
You know,
is.
I think that was your issue, dude. You filled your entire house with coal.
Bro, don't go upstairs. That's where the blob is from security breach.
Blocked.
Yeah, burn
Jammed.
traps in that
Worse.
door.
No. Yeah.
Ooh,
Aww.
yum.
Brother. Well...
I think we found some more issues. Scrapbook.
Diary. Oh! I hate to admit it, but Scott is a good kid. He's hardworking, takes care of me when I'm drunk. He's a man of his word. I'm starting to like him. Did I see her again? How can that be? Why doesn't the medication work anymore? Did he give me cheap pills? No, that can't be. He's as guilty as I am. We're all in it together. He cannot abandon me. They cannot abandon me. Oh, wait. That's before the murder.
Yep. So this is
Ever since...
okay.
Well, new suspect, this dude.
So this is before Vivian, yeah. Because that was 1995.
Ever since Scott asked about her, this is gonna be...
This does feel very
passage
important.
right here. This passage right here. This is a town sacrifice. I'm feeling it. Ever since Scott asked about her, I started to see Sophia again. Why did he have to mention her? I need more pills. I think I'm going crazy. Oh Lord, I know I am a sinner. I realize it now. That's why I'm going crazy. I know that nothing I do will bring her back. Pray that our sins do not pass down to our children. Please forgive us for what we have done. Okay, so... Dead wife or abandoned wife? Like,
For
what?
us.
She
is
is for...
Oh.
Uncomfortable. Great for the photo!
Yay! This is going on my Facebook.
Well, he burnt his house down, I'm feeling.
I feel
I'm
like
feeling he burnt his house down, but it might be that he like someone burned it down and was like, oh, he must have done it.
Yeah. Either way, it does feel equally likely.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
What are you?
Netflix's game is incredible.
What are you charging up for? What?
I'm juking him out.
Yeah.
Okay, so line to this dude. Satanic worshipper? Friend of Scott.
Yeah.
Hi!
Oh!
Hey, bud!
Got your ass! Wait,
Who the
let's.
fuck are you?
Can you go say hi though?
I don't. Okay, so I think that was Sophia. I'm feeling it. She's gone now.
Where'd she go?
That's unsettling. I'm just gonna take a drink.
You got
I'm
it.
unsettled now. I'm unsettled now, and you can probably feel that.
You're darting
'Cause
back
I'm like-
and forth across the street, like checking your back.
Yeah, I'm entering my lethal company, most paranoid employee.
And then that's.
The cemetery.
Oh, we
You know
have
what?
the-
Let's go here.
This has already been unlocked.
What?
Huh. Well, fuck us.
Oh no. It's already unlocked. I thought that was for me.
Oh, yeah, it's just the
Timothy
birds.
Sanders.
Gary
Roberts.
Roberts. Can you
Tree
quiet the
Roberts.
fuck down? Who's this one?
Roberts. Roberts is a last name that's important, I think. Hold on.
Is it Vivian Roberts?
Vivian Roberts.
Okay, so this looks potentially like
You'll
a
always be
mother.
remembered. Yeah, died a long time ago though.
Yeah,
Died in
it's-
1975.
Yeah.
But then Gary Roberts is out here.
And that was 6 years before Vivian.
Huh.
Don't know why that name's not in here, but
It's also notable, this seems to be like either a son or a like brother or something. Like there's 28 years of there's like 20 years apart between them.
right.
Sarah Goldberg, sure. Another Roberts.
Hmm.
Wait a minute.
Wait, Trisha?
Trisha, that's the daughter.
Wait, she died the same year?
She died the same year.
Okay, write that down. That feels pretty important.
Vivian
Oh, there's
Roberts.
Vivian Roberts. Okay.
1969, 1982.
Scott Brooks.
Scott Brooks. That's the
1995.
suspect.
We got him. So
Marissa.
when we read those reports that said that Vivian's death was the third
Well,
murder.
That
of-
means these two came later,
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah, these two died.
Well, this one
Later.
mentions the date, the day,
Okay, yeah,
November
that's something they
15th,
could
which is definitively after.
right.
But Trisha's doesn't.
That's true. Well, Trish attended the funeral, so
Trisha-
I think we're pretty safe to say that Trish died after.
That's true. Oh.
Hello, unmarked grave.
Important. Alvin Bennett, 1994. This one has the dates. Bennett. I'm gonna take a picture of this one,
Yeah.
because this one is one of the few that have the specific days. It's locked. I'm probably like way out of the line right now. I'm like way out of where it should be.
I suppose
just
if we need
investigating.
somewhere to keep cracking on, we can go to the mansion.
Well, looks like it's right nearby.
Huh. Is that a
Wait.
fact?
You got glass in your gate? I glazed my gate to make me seem even more fancy. I put stained glass in it.
The manor.
Well, it's playing fuck-ass music again.
I'm gonna start saying shit like Jack Black for this investigation. I hope you don't mind.
I think that'll be good. I think that'll keep me in it.
This is the mansion. Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck you, though.
Ooh, that feels like Endgame. I'm
Is that light
looking
on?
at that place.
Top,
Let's see.
second floor. Back up. Third window.
Oh, you can't do this shit to me. That is so a light on. For whenever Mima wants to get into the I guess. Oh, I don't even need to load this shit.
Yeah, I think this whole area is loaded. This must
This is
be
the family. Look at this fuck ass.
Don't be mean.
You're
He
right, I
might be
shouldn't
upstairs
He might be
right now
here.
since that
He
fucking
might
light's
be
on.
here. Oh god.
He like comes down the stairs, he's got a shotgun. Heard you talking some shit.
Oh, what's this?
Heard you talking that good shit. Huh.
Yeah.
Do you think
That makes
Vivian
sense.
Roberts was an influential citizen with the way that we know that she helped with the hospital? Who should potentially
Yeah, she
embezzled
seems
money
pretty-
from?
Maybe her husband did that, and that's why he's ex-mayor.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, I'm
What the
calling
fuck
that
are
one.
these
I'm calling that
stairs, bro?
one. I don't know. This is a little bit weird. Into the wine. The wine is usually
Winer.
downstairs.
Yeah. I guess they read the cask of Amontillado and like, nope, not in this household.
Oh, I could get killed by my wife.
The study.
Wait. Aho! Anyone delivering food to church on Saturdays, please lock all the doors and return the key under the flower pot before leaving.
Key.
Beneath the flower pot, you say?
Where?
Dr. Henry Johnson found drowned.
Okay.
Oh. Dr. Johnson is dead.
1995. Okay, so this is one of the murders that was talked about earlier.
Dead. His body submerged in water for as long as 15 days. A burgundy car was found at the bottom of Cherry Creek Lake yesterday afternoon. A swimmer, who chose to remain anonymous, said he was diving in the lake when he saw what appeared to be a red car glittering at the bottom of the lake. He swam towards the vehicle and was shocked to see a body in the driver's seat. 3 hours later, the vehicle was pulled out of the lake and the body was identified as Dr. Henry Johnson. Based on the police report, the body has been in the water between 10 and 15 days. Painscreek Community Hospital confirmed that Dr. Johnson last checked in on June 28th. I'm gonna write down June 28th, actually, instead of July 13th.
Yeah.
The hospital staff assumed he left Painscreek for business purposes, which Dr. Johnson was known to do rather privately. No missing person report, page 5.
And Dr. Johnson was mentioned
In the person's letter to their son.
Yeah.
Locked.
What the fuck?
Alright, we went hunting this afternoon. Scott's quite a fast learner, and has good manners too. I told him to call me Charles, but he kept saying it's more appropriate to call me Mr. Roberts. He almost got the deer on his second try. If he keeps this up, I'll take him over I'll take him over Bernard as my hunting partner. Trisha's been rather obvious in her interests. He's a good-looking young man and respectful to others. I don't mind his status. There's nothing wrong with being an orphan. If there is, it's the parents' fault. I know that Trisha's fancies him. I've grown to like him too. So the only person who didn't like him is Vivian. Today is Mom's death anniversary. It's been 18 years since she passed. I paid my respects at her tombstone. Vivian wasn't feeling well and chose not to come. So I asked Scott to accompany me. He brought fresh lilies. He said lilies suggest that the soul of the deceased has returned to a peaceful state. Sometimes I feel like he's a son to me. When I think about it, Vivian is always getting sick during this time of year. I knew our relationship would not be as close as we had it. But ever since Vivian discovered my affair, she hasn't been the same. She once joked to her friends during dinner that all politicians are alike. And as a politician's wife, she has learned to close one eye. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. I think it was because of Trisha that she didn't leave me. She's a good wife and a good mother. I'm grateful for that. Charles had an affair!
Dumb fuck. You have a wife, bro. What's your problem?
Oh my god, dude. Scott is so his son. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my bones. He had an affair with someone and Scott's the son. Scott was the baby. Look at that. Look at Jesus there.
This is actually the official Last Supper. We just have that shit. That's also the real Mona Lisa. That shit's not in the Louvre.
It's all about... Look at this. This painting stands out to me for some reason.
Because it's awesome.
Okay, good.
Yay, another fucking diary.
Okay, I've been here for almost 3 months. Everyone treats me well. Most of the time, workers have been here for a long time. Some as long as 30 years. Dorothy is probably the oldest maid here. She is really nice and responsible for taking care of all the maids. I think this is the one dude. This looks like the same handwriting, but I'm not sure. And is responsible for taking care of all the maids. She's already given me snacks. The oldest worker is probably Bernard, the butler. He's so serious, I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Dorothy and Bernard don't talk to each other. However, they are perfect when it comes to attending Charles and Vivian's needs. I guess that's why they're in charge here. I noticed Charles and Vivian are never together much either. When they are both at home, they don't seem happy. What is going on?
I have an idea.
Vivian was passing by when I broke the vase. I must have been really nervous because I stood there for God knows how long. Thought she would scold me or even fire me. Instead, Vivian invited me to have tea with her. She asked about my parents and what I wanted to do in the future. I told her I hoped to open my own deli someday. She said I could do anything if I set my mind on it and worked really hard. Like me, she used to be poor. Now she's a successful businesswoman. I hope to be like her someday. Wanda is sick. I've heard she has cancer. It has been 2 months since I took over for her. Her son, Derek, stays with her whenever he is not driving for Charles. I feel sorry for them. Luckily, Mr. Roberts helps with their financial needs. I pray she gets well soon. Andrew shouted at me for walking on the grass, though I was sure I didn't step on it this time. He's always drunk anyways. Scott told me to ignore him. I'm not sure how he could be so patient, always taking care of Andrew and covering his workload. Andrew must be the name of Daniel's father.
Okay, I think so.
Andrew, I would have assumed that Scott was Andrew's son if I had not known that Father Matthew adopted him years ago. He's so nice and talented, not to mention handsome. If only he wasn't taken. He's taken.
Yes. This is all very important.
Whoa.
Speedrun tech!
Bro, imagine. I'm not gonna do that, actually. That sounds like a surefire way to have my autosave reloaded.
Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah, this is rather cozy. Oh, this couch is no collision.
Ooh, it's one of
This one
them
does.
it's one of them phantom couches I've heard so much about.
Oh, this one has no collision because I need to read this letter. Notes for Vivian's tea schedule. Tea time is 3:20 on the dot. Use a flower pattern cup for Mondays. Gold line cups are for guests. Use 1/2 cup of milk. Always leave sugar on the side. Never interrupt unless she calls for you. That's rather specific. And it's very specific and odd, I'd say.
I mean, rich people do be rich, I suppose.
Yes, but that's my first impression of Trisha. Or was that Vivian?
No, that was Vivian.
Oh, that was Vivian. Okay. Well, that's not my first impression of Vivian. I'm getting more and more vibes that Vivian is a very interesting person. 20 years later, Painscreek still honors the lives of coal mine workers. Despite the shock and pain, it was a tragedy that united everyone. 20 years ago, 6 members of this village, together with 13 others from the towns of Hillsdale and Old Creek, perished in one of the coal mine demolition programs. The coal mine belonged to the Roberts Mining Company. Vivian Roberts, who had just married into the Roberts family, started a fundraising event that raised $96,000. Triggering 24,000 from her own company. Total of 12,000. This is a very small sum compared to what the family's lost, and no amount of money can replace their loved ones, Vivian told the press. What we can do, however, is provide them with whatever help they may need. And for those who have helped financially, the Roberts family thanks you. The words not only comforted those families. Oh. Wine service paid.
It's a lot of wine.
That is a lot of wine. A lot of money, too. I'm sorry, Thomas. I must have forgot to check inventory. Apparently we are missing a case of Da Vinci's. Please don't tell Mrs. Roberts.
Okay.
Perhaps that's Andrew? You don't need to check here yet.
Bro, me, get your ass over there!
I was cleaning Mrs. Roberts' tea room when I stumbled across a pile of letters full of negative comments addressed to her. Why on earth does she keep those letters? She, more than anybody in this town, doesn't deserve to be attacked by those faceless cowards. These people cannot see the positive impact she has made for this community. It's not her fault that her business deals can't please everyone. I was cleaning the mansion attic today when I found Derek and Wanda's old stuff. I asked Derek about it, and he told me he used to live here with his mom until he was about 6 years old. We chatted for like an hour. I have never talked to him that much. Felt quite nice talking with him, rather relaxing. I had to interact with Bernard today. His left wrist was swollen pretty badly. When I asked what happened, he claimed he fell during rock climbing and twisted his left hand. So he can't help with writing the Easter invitations this year. I told him he only needs his right hand for writing. He looked at me as if I was joking. How could I have known that he was left-handed?
Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney. Dorothy asked me to clean her house tomorrow. I didn't know she has her own place. I thought she lived with Robert's family in the nanny's room. She said she hasn't used the house for the past few months. But it needs to be taken care of every now and then. She'll be 60 this year. I think I should help her. Address. Writing down. Trisha and Vivian had an argument. Ooh, during dinner. Tea. Vivian is thinking is thinking to send Trisha to college, but Trisha wants to be with Scott. This is the first time I think I've seen a typo here. But Trisha wants to be with Scott.
Yeah.
She is not thinking straight. I was about to clean the gallery when I noticed the door was already slightly open. I looked inside and saw Mr. Roberts standing in front of a painting. Right before he left, I heard a faint click. As he was leaving the gallery, I hid in the staircase hallway. I was sure he was gone. I went to the gallery to see what. It was just a painting of an old woman. What? Oh, it was a painting of an old woman with a white headband! I knew it! I knew it! I wonder what's so interesting about this lady. There will be a grand party to celebrate Trisha's birthday this evening. She will be officially 21 years old.
Parade out the wine. That's probably what it was for.
Probably.
Also, this is
Trisha and
1995.
Ooh, bad time to turn 21. Trisha and Scott are meeting at the shed behind the mansion. They called it their secret hideout. I know Vivian doesn't want Trisha to be with Scott. Should I tell her about it? Ooh, that's a start. Dr. Johnson is dead. July 12th. They knew before the newspaper was out.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, okay. He was the head of Painscreek Community Hospital as well as the Roberts family doctor. Police came by and asked if Vivian was willing to go down to the station for another interview.
Another?
I was nervous, but Vivian was very calm and accepted the request. She came back in the evening and assured us that everything was okay. She had nothing to do with Dr. Johnson's death. His death was purely an accident. Threatening as hell, actually.
Your demeanor isn't favorable. Also, what do you mean another interview? You've been questioned already?
Oh no, I don't have a key. I can't go in this room. Oh, too bad.
Unfortunately, I do think that is the room that had the light on.
I know that was the room that had the light on. Damn.
Time to get fucking swole!
Imagine if there was just like a huge tone change and I could just like start like a little like a workout minigame.
You do the Joker fall.
Has like,
oh, that's where the staircase
there it
goes.
is. There we go.
Scary
Less
ass
intimidating
staircase
now.
for what, bro? Turn the corner.
I am, you piece of shit. I'm never.
There's
gonna do that
nothing
now.
there, man. I
Shut the
can
fuck up.
promise you.
No. No.
I wasn't even gonna shout boo.
Okay, this is Vivian's locker. Nothing in here.
Yeah,
She don't
I
get
coulda
swole.
guessed.
She don't get swole. Trisha? Nothing in here. She don't get swole. Derek? Nothing in here. Don't get swole. Charles? Nothing in here. Don't get swole. Bernard? A key.
A key on a pillow so it doesn't get uncomfortable on the bottom.
How is this room even more intimidating now with the light on? God.
Get on the stairs!
I'm not going down those stairs.
There's
You cannot-
nothing there, you know that! Now you gotta check if it's gonna be the
No.
one with the light. Most likely. If I'm a betting man. Ah.
Hey, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah, I can tell. 6-digit code. Oh. I like it when lights work. It makes me less nervous.
Are you sure? Because
I'm
when there
sure.
was a light on, you were very nervous about it.
Well, that was a light that I didn't turn on. Then I got nervous.
They probably just like forgot. It's not even that big of a deal.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm not even trying to goat you into anything.
Yeah, I probably should have just assumed. Door is bolted from the... Hold on, that's different. Bolted from the inside. That means... That's the attic.
That's the attic. We
We
gotta
have to go
get...
down.
So that is a place we can get into. We just gotta find a key for it.
You're so... That's the guest room. That's what that is, too. Okay. Here's another guest room. There's a key. That's the hotel room key.
Oh shit, yo! Where is that?
That's in the guest room on the first floor.
Did we try it there?
It's locked.
Are we for sure? We haven't even been in that hallway.
This hallway is connected to the guest room.
That's such a weird layout.
It is a very weird layout.
We go back and check if we can get in there. 'Cause I don't remember for sure. Oh, there's stuff in here we need to look at too.
There's the first floor. Okay, maybe I missed that one.
Yeah, maybe we missed these.
Okay. No, this one is blocked by a 5-digit
Right.
code. This is much better. This is so much better. Oh, that feels good. That feels good.
I told your ass.
Oh wait, I didn't see this. These are the shifts? What, like the exercise shifts?
Yeah, maybe they're just to plot out who's exercising when.
I suppose.
Except none of they
Bernard.
asses have anything in their lockers though.
Bernard exercises a lot. Charles exercises on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Vivian's on Fridays. Patricia's on Sundays at night. Bernard
night.
exercises a lot on Mondays. I think that is everything. Until we get some codes,
Yeah.
I think that is everything.
I think so. So I think what do you think the plan of action is now?
Well, you should probably go and check out Dorothy's house.
Mm-hmm.
We checked out the mansion. We got a bunch of information from here.
Yeah. We can also we know to check flower palettes at the church.
That's true. That's the other thing. And I also do want to go back to check in with everyone who was at the funeral. I didn't take a picture of that notes page, and I should have.
So I suppose while we're walking to the next point of interest would be a good time to ask what your thoughts are so far.
Very interesting. I'm having a very fun time.
Yeah.
This is her house. I'm already here.
Oh damn.
That was quick.
No,
What?
it isn't.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Try the. Is there a lock on the wooden door?
Can't
No.
use it.
Interesting.
Okay, well, I guess that's not the next point of action. Time to go to church.
Suppose so. So whose fucking key do we have?
Yeah, I guess we have Bernard's key. We don't know where he lives, though.
Yeah. It's so rare seeing a car in the city, in this town.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them I think I've seen.
Oh, one of
only
the
one of
cars
them
that
was
we
not-
saw that was like up the road was the red one, which was mentioned. There was a red car mentioned in the drowning.
That's true.
I don't know if that would be the same one.
I know we drove here in a red car.
Yeah, but. Oh, yeah, there it
Because
is.
if not, then that's the one we drove in.
No, the one that we drove in would be at the sheriff's office.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm saying, like, is this red?
Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe.
There it is. Of course it's.
You know, I would have found that on my own if I had just looked a little bit closer.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk in and it's gonna be Father Alpha and he's gonna be like, "Ah, hello. Welcome to my church. I still worship. Hello, Jesus. Long time no see." Let's turn on the lights. What? Scared of a little light, God?
I'm scared of a little light in your life.
Oliver's photography? Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, I don't think you matter.
I think you do matter, actually.
I think everyone matters, Mason.
Welcome to Painscreek Trinity Church. 12:30 p.m. Last Thursday of every month, community lunch. Matthew Brooks. Brooks. Yes. He
Yeah.
was adopted. Yes, that's right.
Yep.
Need a handyman?
Scott Brooks.
Scott Brooks.
That would be the son, or the adopted son.
That would be our current suspect. Will be closed for the funeral of Andrew Reed. Hold on. Andrew Reed. Who is that?
We did see him in the cemetery.
Wait, Andrew. Andrew's the father. Andrew's the father of Daniel.
Oh.
Andrew's the drunk at the
Right.
at the.
That's the father of the burned house, right?
I assume. We don't know for sure. I might be completely off base with that.
Right.
But it looks like he died on June 19th. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, we'll know for sure
check
if we find out that it's Daniel Reed.
Dr. Johnson is dead. That happened before. That happened before Andrew died. Andrew died after Dr. Johnson died.
Another
There's the
flash
Bible.
memory.
I imagine that would be here,
Yeah, it's the same one from the inn.
which
Same
I
design.
find very interesting.
Confessional.
Confession booth.
Oh.
I didn't know they had drawers under here. Okay. Wait, does he have... Oh, you're kidding. Oh,
I like that there's two, and then there's the pastor box, and so I like to imagine that like there's a point where there's just like two people are using that. Couples counseling is also funny. I was thinking like two people are like confessing, and then he's like going back and forth like, huh, what, yeah. So you did no, the other guy. No, I was mixed up with the other guy. No,
Yeah. I think that's really fun.
I don't know if they give like advice in confessionals or whatnot, but
I think they just say like, you should pray to God.
probably. The only instance that I can remember of seeing a confessional happen is in part 6 of JoJo.
Oh, okay.
I've never been to a confessional booth.
I read it in a fan fiction.
Mm.
It had Noelle Holiday confessing her sins.
There's a note on the fridge.
I'm an idiot. I will stay at the cabin tonight. I don't need dinner. Okay.
God.
Okay, Diva.
Okay, angsty ass.
I'm taking a picture of that for the handwriting. Because it seems like handwriting
There is
isn't-
difference handwriting. I just don't know if it's 100%. Oh, you'll fucking walk down here? I don't understand you. Side note. I'm sure you just did that to be funny.
Oh,
but...
this is... Oh! Yo! This is chill. This is...
Fuck
Yo!
yeah! Woo! Ooh. May 3rd, 1985.
That sounds like a 6-digit code if I've ever heard one.
Oh, yeah. Dates
What month
are...
is May?
Ooh.
Some dates are-
Meeting Trisha.
Okay.
So we think this is Scott's room.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
I'm trying to
Moving
keep up.
out on the 4th of 1993 September.
Moving out and then Mark... Well, you didn't fucking do a good job, did you? Your shit's still here, including your calendar that tells you when you're meeting Trisha. And then there's just a severed head in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Okay.
Well... That's a 4
I didn't mean to
digit.
do that.
Try the code on the
Well, the thing is, that's May 3rd. That's a 6-digit.
Well,
Hey,
what?
Kevin.
We said May 3rd.
Yeah, May 3rd. What
Try
day,
the.
what
You could do the last 2 digits of the year instead of the full year.
What I could do is 2/4/17. Damn it.
I think that's a really good grab for a puzzle game, but this is made to like mimic a real like investigation, and I don't think
Yeah.
anybody would do that shit ever. Oh. Yeah, I know I'm right all the time.
Baseball.
Yummy.
He seems to really like baseball.
Ooh, code,
Okay,
code,
okay,
code,
okay.
code,
It's a code.
code,
That's a code.
code.
Okay. Our secret hideout. Code change. So that's the garden shed.
Got it.
Diary. Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral today. He was buried next to Mrs. Peterson.
I would
The
assume.
population of Painscreek is decreasing. Old people are dying, and young people aren't coming back after college. Will I stay in Painscreek till I am old? And will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left at that point? Risha talks a lot to me recently. I feel comfortable whenever she's around. I can be happy in front of her. I can be myself in front of her. She makes me happy. Father Matthew tells me that it's important to have goals in life. I wonder what life goals I should have. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. That's ominous. It's been a few months since Derek got hired by Trisha's dad to be the mansion driver. He gets to travel around the world now. I envy him. I want to work too, so that I can buy something nice for Trisha. There's a secret in the mansion.
A secret room.
A secret room. I can't wait till Saturday to explore it with Trisha.
I guess you're fucking right about a secret room.
A picture of this one.
Your
It's notable.
evidence.
This is before he moved out. This
Yeah.
is his childhood diary.
A study.
Oh, Father Calvin. Hey, man. I was really close with the names, by the way.
What tickled you about that fucking picture?
Bro, look at his expression.
He does look like he's so worried.
Choir practice for Sunday Mass. Final court appearance. Okay. Public baptism. 1995, October.
Okay.
Important.
Check the drawers.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
we got a
Ooh,
lot.
talk about a mother load. That last one's empty. Whatever, it can be a failure.
That one,
those
that's
are blank
important.
papers.
This has the energy of the photo from the Spider-Man PS4 game of Otto and Peter.
Yeah. It's giving me what is it? I had a vision in my head.
Side note, I like that you nod whenever you can in game. Like you
Yeah.
fucking made the picture nod for you. Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of in myhouse.wad, where there's those photos, the photos in myhouse.wad. It gives me
Right.
that energy.
Mm-hmm. Now let's get to the
Okay.
good shit.
I returned the tools back to the storage room.
Thanks,
Okay.
sticky note.
The storage room? What's the storage room? Let me check what this is labeled. Found in church study. That's not.
That's
helpful.
so helpful.
Scott Brooks pleads not guilty to killing ex-mayor's wife, Vivian Roberts. Because the previous one was that he was apprehended.
Yeah.
Scott Brooks, the adopted son of Father Matthew Brooks of Church According to Scott, he met Vivian in the woods, but went home after their meeting and did not step out of the cabin for days. When he left her, Vivian was still alive. When asked why he met with Vivian, Scott's answer was that they met to discuss about personal matters. It was only between the two of them. Dude, he is so the son of that affair. I'm feeling it. When asked why he met with...
Is that your soul read right now?
I'm soul reading. I'm feeling it. He is a son. He is an orphan. He is a son of an affair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing it in my mind's eye. Scott's answer when they met discussed personal matters. Scott denied further questioning, stating that only that he had nothing to do with Vivian's murder. That whoever killed Vivian must have committed the crime after he left. As to why Scott was at his cabin for days after Vivian was killed, Scott explained that he did not even know that Vivian had been murdered. Staying at the cabin is just something he has always done, that he feels at ease while at home. Okay. Ah.
I love how you always check light switches after we've left a room, so we don't get any of it.
Oh!
Hey!
Well, thank God we didn't go too far.
Me treasure.
Okay, Scott's things. That's really cute, actually. The toolbox.
Ooh, we got a tool. A Slim Jim.
Is that a... What the fuck?
I think it's like a lockpick. A lockout tool.
Okay. So
Try
that's
it
a
on.
lock-
Try it on the safe or the treasure.
It doesn't work. Okay.
But
Well, what the fuck do I use it for?
I don't remember.
Might as well. Yeah, I should have assumed.
It's good to check. Holy shit! A
That's
bathroom.
quite literally what this room is. Shit. Guess I go to the car.
Yeah, let's try this car. Wait, there's a car nearby that we can check.
There's an important car that I'm planning to look at.
Yeah, that too. But we can see if this is right. That is what it is. All right.
All right. Well,
Can you get in the? Ooh.
the glove box is locked. And
we
I
need
can't use...
The fact that we can get in there, but we're still locked, does feel important. So that does make
Well, I
me
guess-
believe that this is the car that was in the lake.
Then I should go and check the hospital.
Yeah, that is.
Because that's Dr. Johnson's car.
Yeah, the hospital is like the only other major area we haven't looked at yet, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna look at you also.
Okay.
You.